In our last video, we talked about the hour hand and how the hour hand had all the power. And we also talked about how when the hour hand points directly to a number, then it is that hour. The minute hand, not so important, but the hour hand is super important. It has all the power. So here we know at this time it's 3 o'clock. If the hour hand is pointing directly to the 7, then we know it's 7 o'clock. Now, in the last video we talked about how if the hour hand is between two numbers, and we're talking about almost in the center between the two numbers. So here we have 2, and here we have 3. So the halfway point would maybe be around here, right? Now, if we have our hour hand pointing halfway between the 2 and the 3, then it is halfway to 3 o'clock. It's not 3 o'clock yet, because the hour hand is not pointing at the 3 yet. So we know it's 2, and then it's 2, and it's about halfway to 3. When we say it's halfway to 3, or halfway to the next hour, we call it 30. So even though you can't see the minute hand, if you can see that the hour hand is between the 2 and the 3, then you know that it's about halfway to 3, and it's 2:30. So when you see that hour hand pretty much in the center between two numbers, you know that you should call it 30. We're going to go over that a couple times because that's a harder concept. So let's say our hour hand is, let's see, this is about our center point between 11 and 12. Let's say our hour hand is pointing almost exactly between the 11 and the 12. Well, it is not 12 o'clock yet because the hour hand hasn't gotten there yet. So we know it's still 11, but it's got more than just 11. Since it's in the center, it's halfway between the 11 and the 12. Halfway between the 11 and the 12 would be 30. So this hour hand is telling us that it's about 11:30. Now we would need the minute hand to tell us for sure exactly where it is. But we know that by the hour hand that it is approximately 11:30 because it's halfway between the 11 and the 12. If we use the hour hand to point to another couple of numbers, let's see, maybe between the 5 and the 4. So here's maybe the center point between 5 and 4. Make my arrow a little bit better. Okay, so this is the hour hand that has all the power, and it's pointing approximately halfway between the 4 and the 5. So since it's halfway, it can't be 5 yet. It's not pointing exactly at the 5. So we know it's 4. And since it's halfway, we know that halfway point means 30. So we know that the time is 4, and halfway to 5 is 30. So whenever you see that hour hand halfway between two numbers, you know to write 30 after your time, or close enough to 30. You got to look at the minute hand to be sure. But that hour hand gives us a really good idea about the time because it has all the power.